afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Site, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on West Wall. Between the north, we got VonIvan fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division, Götz von Berlichingen, versus in the east, we got Dave here, also known as, well, previously known as Classy Dave, or Classy Space Marine Dave, Classy Skull Champion Dave. You get it. Classy Dave, that Dave. Fighting here for America, freedom and democracy. Taking on the role here of the 1st Armored Division, trying to break through the lines here of the Germans. We got here Osttruppen, Mechanized Assault and Elite Troops with infantry and Panzerfaust bulletins there for now, including one for faster infantry production. Versus here, Tactical Support, Rifle Company and Heavy Cavalry with double grenade bulletins here for Dave and a single infantry bulletin. So Dave might be planning something with grenades. Meanwhile, Rieson's moving straight here for the fuel point. Tank types going down, rifle pulling up, securing the territories. They're allowing to more or less sort of sink it out a bit better. In the west there, we got VonIvan moving up with Pioneers, Grenadiers, and the MG42. Spreading out a bit aggressively here as the Wehrmacht in the early game. Always something a bit risky generally, as you want sort of some more combined arms going on between machine guns and infantry. And so far, VonIvan is sort of not quite going in that direction. Also needs to make a very quick choice for elite troops. Opening up for concussive grenades, G43s, and of course, stormtroopers. Second Grenadier squad on the way for VonIvan. We got Rifleman heading westwards here now, so he's basically leaving the Riesons a bit on their own here in the northeast while he pushes westwards. Might try and sort of make a push there for VonIvan fuel here in the west as well. Third Rifle squad there on the way for Dave. And the 1st Armoured. Grenadiers then moving towards the centre. Northern victory point there, almost, well, close. It's first being secured now, actually. I'm just sort of, part of me just automatically sort of saying stuff there, and occasionally it just doesn't quite fit the situation, as you might realise, so. Anyways, a Rifleman there, seizing territory. A Rifleman sneaking up here. And here we got, well, almost got the fuel point, 3rd Rifle squad here. We can see in the Rifleman here, basically taking up a defensive position. He's trying to figure out what is VonIvan doing in part. He does want to rush in to get shot down. VonIvan, though, again, very aggressive move here with the Wehrmacht. Very aggressive. Again, allows him to seize more territory, obviously. But at the same time, any sort of concentrated attack along the front line will really throw off VonIvan. In this case, though, Dave very much, again, responsive here. Just sticking here, and in this case, affecting the Grenadiers. And again, I don't think Dave is entirely sure what he wants to do. At least he sort of is trying to buy time before he then actually does anything. His Pioneers in the south will encounter Riflemen there. Be butched away now. You can see it begins to concentrate around the Grenadiers. Quickly moving down to respond to that. The Riesons moving from the north. Could flank the MG42. Be a nuisance in the south here. Pioneers losing up to the Riflemen. Quickly going down. Even up close at this point, they've taken too much damage to really have much of a chance. Even with that damage buff again, they've suffered too much before they even got close to actually have any effect there. Now we've got a big assault Riesons flanking behind him, the German position in the centre victory point. Rifle down to 5 from the MG42, Grenadiers doing what they can as well here. So all of a sudden he's been outmaneuvered here quite nicely with Dave. He doesn't quite have the concussive grenades yet, otherwise we can pop one around here, which could have an effect there versus Dave. And VonIvan, I suppose, best hope that Dave has not reached its grenades as well, otherwise he could pop one right in there, and that could be really unpleasant. In this case, though, Dave's flank here isn't quite working out. In fact, there's a high likelihood of a wipe against Rifle, which will hurt Dave quite a bit. There we go, Rifle scored wiped. Quite a loss of Dave in the first few minutes of the game there. VonIvan scoring an excellent kill there against the armies up north. Rifle being suppressed all of a sudden here. VonIvan, while initially spread out though, was able, I think, to quite swiftly and skillfully react to the engagement here. Instead of just at some places he's just sort of mug about, he actually swiftly then retracted forces to where they actually deemed needed, and that actually worked out quite well there for VonIvan, so thumbs up there. Second infantry in this case allowed him to further corrupt against the second flank there from Dave. Very nicely done there. Dave, though, certainly not going for any grenades yet. In fact, he's going straight for the lieutenant. Grenades can of course fall up, but of course might decide that grenades aren't quite worth it. We've got a mortar out here for Dave, though. We've got a mortar on the way for VonIvan, so he's quickly sort of stocking up on the different elements of the combined arms. Infantry, support weapons, and mortars, that is artillery. Grenadiers are charging straight at it. We go G for defuse and concussive grenades. Dave there quickly dodging out there. House taking some light structural damage, so it wasn't exactly the best house in the first place. Grenadiers though are quite heavily being shot to bits out in the opening with a G for defuse. They can't really sort of flush out the armies like sap, but you can see that VonIvan has managed now, in fact, to gain quite dominant map control here. That engaged in the centre really sort of gave him a map control edge, and Dave will certainly be struck and sort of channel that against VonIvan here in the early game. Over here we got bunkers up, we have tech up, actually down, he's first prioritising medics here for his men. While Rieson's there sort of harassing the south here, Dave doing his best to try and turn the tide against VonIvan and the 17th SS. Guts von Berlin, named after a mercenary German commander with an iron sort of mechanical hand. It was actually originally meant to be called the Charlemagne Division, but that was a French SS division already called that, and of course they rather realised they couldn't use that name again then, so they went with Guts von Berlin instead. Fun fact. Point moving secured. Lieutenant sending out there for Dave. Victory point there sounding a very American name. Dave. 74-2 mortar here. Like to make a nice company, not yet, but they got the healing going on there for VonIvan and his men. Leeson's going there for the western fuel point. Pioneers thinking about here. Dave doing what he can to counteract VonIvan's harassment and map control here. And VonIvan's men have suffered loss. He doesn't have a lot of infantry. He can't keep up momentum for long. And he doesn't have anything like half tracks and command bunkers to support his infantry. So that does give Dave some opportunities and windows to push back across the map with against VonIvan. Of course, that helps with more machine guns, which helps him sort of solidify and hold some of the map. But even then, it is a bit tricky. Ambulance following up there for Dave and the 1st Armoured Division. Rifle falling back towards the mortar. Running by the way, VonIvan's mortar is quite exposed here. I mean, it's obviously in a much more aggressive position, which can of course be of quite some use, but at the same time an infantry rush in this case could actually do quite a bit of harm, so it's a bit so-so. But still, I guess I'm liking more than just having the mortar all the way over here, where you can basically do bugger all. MD42 Pioneers finding some lieutenant there, quick to halt them. Rifle moving up here, slowly trying to outflank again. VonIvan's position in the centre while the mortar pushes from the front. Rifle up here, and Dave healing, reinforcing. No upgrades for the men, no weapons or grenades. Grenadiers moving down there, so we've got both Grenadier squads up here with G43s. Also an option here for Stormtroopers for VonIvan. And he's teched up further on, so he's actually going for a T3 rush here for VonIvan. Bit risky, but again with the lieutenant there's a high likelihood of actually working, though he still has to be careful there with it. And of course with elite troops it is sort of workable. He's got the stormtroopers, he can in theory use them as anti-tank troops so cover up in case things don't quite work out. So bit risky here for VonIvan, but I can see it working. Again, doctrinally it is sort of the optional. In this case, using the stormtroopers quickly infiltrate behind the lieutenant. God damn it, Carl. I thought I checked the house. Sorry, Sarge. So they go quickly ping right behind it. Quick concussive grenade off. Of course, German tactics involved. Whoa! My God, what was this? A grenade? Cocaine? Yeah. I think that was one of the Führer's personal grenades. That explains it. German infantry tactics actually involved a lot of infiltration to try and sort of outmaneuver the opponent sort of before then attacking. So I mean, again, Stormtrooper was that way fit, and again, overall German infantry doctrine was very much based upon sort of Stormtrooper tactics of World War I. Little fun fact here. Anyways, Wilson's advancing, more supporting here. Dave going to try to launch a small counter-attack here, while at the same time pushing through the centre. Oh, women for VonIvan there. Up north, a bit of movement as well here with the Grenadiers hitting the fuel point there. So Dave is still struggling here for VonIvan. VonIvan is keeping up his aggressive momentum, but to an extent, he would, I think, benefit with a half-tick. But again, when they're clearly planning a T3 rush, that's obviously not going to be a point here. So nice smoke screen there by the way by Dave. Nice smoke screen, pretty much forcing VonIvan there to shift his machine gun about there. So at the same time, he can't deal with it in the house, so it sort of ends up being a bit short-sighted. If you had them not upgraded, as you say, go for a rifle company, get some flamethrowers. In fact, noting here, Dave's got an awful lot of munitions, yet he's not utilising it compared to VonIvan, who's certainly been putting his resources a lot more to active use here. Pearson's hiding behind the fence, he's probably waiting to find another smoke barrage, and the machine gun are just bombarded out. In the centre here, rifle pushed back by Grenadier assault. And up north here, Grenadier securing the fuel point there. We got the captain out here for Dave. So wonders what that could mean. VonIvan though could probably build a support of course soon and probably shoot that way, rush out some armour. Stormtroopers here reinforcing. If you can get them some assault rifles, that would be pretty handy. That's of course, I mean, he needs to get them Panzerschrecks. But the ideal should always at least be, if you have a Stormtrooper doctrine, get them assault rifles. They really perform well with assault rifles. In this case, Lieutenant on it, zone again, easy target. The smoke from here could allow him to close in the Grenadiers and flush them out with a grenade, for example. But Dave, despite the abundance of potential, he hasn't gone for it. He said he's going for weapon racks and BARs. Not a bad idea either, but VonIvan is very much in control again. The machine guns and the mortars certainly getting a bit of impact, but also I think the Stormtroopers certainly helped out a bit. Mortar caught in a very bad position, and VonIvan should be able to quickly punish that one. In this case, quickly rounds away. Captain fighting from here. And David's fact is almost back as his base. His hope here might in fact now to be to rush out of Stuart because VonIvan doesn't have any anti-tank. Of course, Dave might have made such a reading again. He's actually planning for tier 3 and thus won't have anything to halt it. But even that's going to be risky because VonIvan can in fact now rush out an Ostwind or Stuart, which can both Ostwind or Stug. God damn it, Stug. Which can both deal with the Stuart, of course, go for the Panzer IV. So even then, I mean, Dave's plan here, if it is a Stuart, it's going to have a few niggles to deal with. And it's going to end up close here with the rifle from BARs finally. We've got mortar fire down here, Grenadiers, MD42's blasting away. Mortar moving up for Dave. A lot of pressure here. We got a bigger push into the north here, trying to outmaneuver. VonIvan position here, very good. Grenades that would help against getting up some more impactful hits. But there you go, mortar fire, could get a wipe here in the Grenadiers. There we go, wipe. MD42 could also be in trouble here. A lot of firepower going down here. Is there a chance for Dave here to get the MD42? Looks like it, looks like it. And, oh dear, he got the MD42. A nice counterattack here from Dave. Completely blindsides VonIvan. Wiping out 2 units, including one of his infantry units, and an MD42, allowing Dave to steal it. That's a huge turnaround against VonIvan, who all of a sudden now lacks resources to hold the map. He is going for the assault rifles on the Stormtroopers, that is good, but now a lot of BARs will be covering the retreat path. He actually needs to retreat here, otherwise he might risk losing a lot of men again. Concussive grenade here. In this case, the Grenadiers actually end up acting as bait, but he might still lose the Stormtroopers. Panzer IV on the way though for VonIvan, and that of course should help again in this otherwise dire moment. But he needs to find another path for the Stormtroopers. He needs to escape with them through here and then retreat. Otherwise, if he tries to retreat through here, I think there's a high likelihood they're going to get wiped. So he should just disengage. Grenadier barely makes it. Oh, he's still going to push ahead with the Stormtroopers now with the assault rifles. Again, the retreat path, though, is looking to be very hazardous. But we got the Panzer IV here for VonIvan and the 17th SS, supported here by, presented by the 21st Panzer Division. The 17th SS didn't actually have any Panzers. It only had Stugs, maybe some Marders and Yacht Panzers. There we go, Stormtroopers retreated. Already low on health, 2 members left, but then again, there's not a lot threatening the retreat path, so you should be able to get them out of there in, well, relatively intact pieces. Return there, taking hits from mortar fire. MD42 assaulted by the Panzer IV. Not enough munitions for a machine gun. More Grenadiers there for VonIvan. Quickly positioning against some Panzer Grenadiers. And we got more harassment in the south from VonIvan. At least trying to keep up pressure against Dave that way. He's actually losing access to his own fuel and will have to counterattack in that direction with the Panzer IV. So a lot of pressure going on here between Dave and VonIvan. A lot of attacking, a lot of losses, a lot of killing. And some nice moves there by, I think, both players. Rifle end up being pursued here by the MD or Panzer IV. MD42 can also carry a bit here to retreat, but the fuel point has been rendered neutral, which will certainly delay VonIvan from getting out another tank. But it should give him nonetheless the Panzer IV an edge against Dave as long as he doesn't do anything silly with it. Anti-tank and here spotted by the Pioneers. Captain nearby though, which will prevent the Pioneers from dealing with, of course, could try and rush that nonetheless. Mortar being pushed back. Some crashes the house over the Panzer IV.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Securing the victory point here with the mortar. VonIvan certainly putting the most out of his support weapons, or the ones he's got left. So, even with heavy losses, VonIvan is still maintaining map control through aggressive tactics against Dave, who is still reeling a bit at times. But of course, the anti-tank and then the bazookas will help a bit versus the Panzer IV. There's some proper interport for it to be good. Panzer Grenadiers, so of course the Stormtroopers. Pioneers bring up with the Flammenwerfer. He's got the anti-tank in his position. If we get the mortar up close enough, he could try and smoke it. Then rush it with the Panzer IV and actually do a lot of damage there to Dave. Of course, have to see the ghost there or not. The Pioneers still will not last for much longer. You got the MD42 under fire. Panzer IV blasting anti-tank and setting up for flying back there for VonIvan's Panzer IV. Can actually see it. Ooh, almost got the machine gun. There you go. Panzer IV under fire rather than pushing up the flank, but there you go. Quickly falling back. Grenadiers covering the flank there of the Panzer IV. Good work there by VonIvan. Veteran T3 reached for those chaps. But Dave's mortar is silenced by VonIvan's. Grenadiers almost getting another fuel point, and that will definitely push VonIvan back in the fuel race against Dave.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture
And alarm to go for another Panzer IV soon, or is he? Alright, just briefly thought he had more fuel than that. I thought he spent it on something, but that was clearly my imagination. That was clearly my imagination. But still, he'd go for his Dug now. They probably won't do that. Ostwind, though, could help a lot versus the infantry. Or it could, of course, just aim for another Panzer IV. Panzer IV, though, falling a bit back. Stormtroopers hiding up here. If you orders them to hold fire, try and, you know, bait in a unit, then wipe it up close with a tactical advantage. In this case, decides just to rush ahead, and that does not end up too well here. MD4 too quickly suppresses the entire unit. Panzer IV there being forced back. Smoke's being popped just in case. Stormtroopers taking heavy losses there. VonIvan just needs to get them out of there. My God! I've never experienced being on the other side of those machine guns. I hate it.
We're at 200 points.
Panzer IV there's going to need some repairs. Going to need reinforcing. And he can actually go for another Panzerkampfwagen. And there you go, going to do flanking with the G43. We've got big push here with Airsome's Rifle Lieutenant. All going in, going to do flank rush for the house there. Disruptive position, but the problem is it's going to be very difficult to get them out again in one piece. So I'm not entirely sure that was the best move there by VonIvan overall. And there we go, that's going to be a full wipe. I mean, he just wasted 240 manpower and about 45 munitions. Not really good there for VonIvan, particularly since he's pretty low in infantry. Still, the second Panzer IV should do him a bit of good if he launches a good flank against Dave, surprising his anti-tank weapons. We can buy a note here. Dave has brought up a second one, and that's actually going to be a problem there for the Panzer IV, since the M1s, besides having good penetration, also have a high rate of fire. We got rifle grenades here, pushing back the rifleman. Still no grenades for Dave. Seems like he's not that interested in them at the moment. Second Panzer IV. Almost done. We got more grenadiers there for VonIvan. Still no Panzer grenadiers for additional stormtroopers. Others back here healing, reinforcing. Panzer IV moving up here. Slightly head on assault. A bit risky there. Shot bounced. Anti-tank rifle grenade goes off. Pioneers going to swap up and clear out the anti-tank gun here. Try and wipe it. Second anti-tank gun nearby. Mortar fire landing down. The German mortar is actually still not in the front line. Could have been helpful here. Panzer IV then just quickly falls back. Didn't get the anti-tank gun. And suffered some damage. Up north, second Panzer IV moving in there. Dave still, by the way, hasn't chosen a doctrine. Probably to get around to choosing that soon. And Dave himself is aiming for armour. Could be planning RAF company and some EC8s here. Is it heavy cavalry and Pershings? Or is it tactical support and something else there? What is Dave planning? Mortar there. Just now back at the front line, but with nothing to screen it, meaning a direct rush there from Dave could actually clear it out. In the north, though, Panzer IV with Stormtrooper support here, pushing in there. Need to occupy the house quickly before the captain gets in. Oh, is that Panzer IV's going to have a hard time? And there we go, too late for VonIvan. One grenade, though, could help. There we go, grenade off. Wrong place. Panzer IV with the damaged engine, taking hits up closer from the bazookas. And he could rush up his anti-tank to make it difficult. But in this case, they're going to do some preventing the anti-tank from up support here. The captain, that's good. Doing some damage here, Betsy 2 on the stormtroopers, but Betsy 2 on the captain as well. Panzer IV almost knocked out here, looking pretty bad for VonIvan. Oh dear. He doesn't have resources enough for a smoke. Oh, he can't. There you go. Pops it. Captain trying to go out there for the Panzer IV. Stormtrooper moving in. Pretty damn close here. Shoots. Misses. Second rocket misses one. There goes Stormtroopers successfully push away the captain. The Panzer IV is barely alive. Barely operable. Other Panzer IV good to go, but needs to get it fixed here, and he can actually soon go for some additional armour. Back here at Dave's base, reinforcement, healing going on. And some light skirmishing around the centre there. Panzer IV moving up here for the south, going to try and, I think, hit Dave's position from the south. In this case, the Panzer IV has been spotted, revealed, and in this case, Dave is able to quickly stop an anti-tank and to stop it. So he needs to pull back the Panzer IV before it gets hit with an anti-tank rifle grenade and knocked out in short order by the anti-tank. And there you go, got a smoke screen down. We got rifle there, and the anti-tank rifle grenade goes off. Damaging with the Panzer IV, but he has been able to get decent enough distance perhaps, but he still needs to pull back. Then the anti-tank will try and pursue still. Rifleman suffering, mortar just keeps blasting away there. And up north, stormtroopers pushed off as well. Panzer IV there being repaired. All the way up here by the corner. Hopefully Dave does not find out what he's doing up there, or else that could be a pretty heavy loss there for VonIvan and the 17th SS. Mortar needs to fall back. Back here, healing reinforcement going on. And we got the captain supervising. He's gone for rifle company. It's going to be the EC8s here for Dave. They could have chosen Doctor a bit sooner, but guess he just forgot about it. Only decided now he wanted EC8s. All the way the EC8s, if you can get enough of them, should definitely be able to challenge VonIvan's Panzer IV quite a bit. And he's going for a third Panzer IV here. VonIvan has been able to just gain a sizable armor advantage. He's got 3 Panzer IVs. You'll probably benefit quite a bit from it. You have to use them together against the enemy and try and launch bigger assaults. And that way just deliver a clean blow there to Dave to knock him out of the war. Got a wipe there with the Panzer IV, 12 kills. The echelons utterly annihilated. Quite a loss there for Dave. Troops going out there, anti-tank firing at the Panzer IV. Need to pull back, VonIvan. Schnell. He's going to lose it. He's not paying attention. He's not paying attention. Scheiße. You pop smoke. Barely gets out of there, but the push is going to continue against it. Going to dealing with the wrapping up north. Panzer IV good to go. Need to get the other Panzer IV down. Need to get as many elements as he can down into the other Panzer IV. He should probably try and pull it down around here. The machine gun can cover it as much as possible. But overall, just as many elements as he can to support here. I mean, in this case, David's actually pushing ahead, which is exposing his flank a bit there. And before Truder's coming, some of it got the Panzer IV rushing, but there we go. Oh dear, he's just blindly rushing in there. Blindly. Smoke pop with this Panzer IV. He's already taking a lot of damage to the bazookas and anti-tank, and he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. Other Panzer IV moving in there. Almost got the MD4 troop. The stormtroopers need to retreat. Straight ahead there and into the jaws of the lion. The wolf or the bear, whatever. Panzer IV down. Almost got the machine gun here. But he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's looking, he's going to lose like another Panzer IV. And he gets knocked out here by the anti-tank gun. Good use, by the way, of taking aim by Dave and overlooked ability, but actually increases the range of the anti-tank gun briefly, allowing him to shoot all the way across there, taking out the second Panzer IV there. VonIvan here, desperately reacting with his Panzer IV, that can't pull off a very cohesive attack with him, and gets punished for it deeply by Dave, who all of a sudden now has the armor advantage. He's again taking out two Panzer IVs, he's got an EC8 on the way, and that single Panzer IV will not be able to deal with it if he even survived for long enough. Of course, there we go. Anti-tanking again, deals with it, almost stretching free there. Huge losses for VonIvan. Staggering losses. He's just lost 3 Panzer IVs in a matter of moments. An absolutely decisive pummeling there by Dave. Decisive. Well, perhaps not quite decisive. I mean, VonIvan is still at it. He's not giving up, but critical. Crucial. He got the anti-tank gun wiped there, but still just losing that many Panzer IVs there. And again, it partly just became, gosh, you wanted to defend that one here, but just rushed in the Panzer IVs with no clear idea of it. And even then, he just took direct paths. I mean, if you say concentrate the Panzer IVs and then try to take a path through here, sort of sneaking up behind Dave, you know, trying to just really get, you know, deep in there, he might have had a better chance. The result is just the lack of infantry as well. So in that regard, gruesome there for VonIvan, gruesome. And now Dave is very much in a stronger position. He's got the EC8 out there. Also looks like both anti-tank are clear. It looks like here VonIvan is making off with one of them. Quick grenade here, stormtroopers just need to retreat. Yeah. So there you go, EC8 out there for Dave. Rolling ahead. Pioneer setting up, Decisive reinforcing. Or should be soon. And there you go, EC8 going to quickly move clear up the ND42. Not a lot of survivability there for VonIvan's remaining machine gun crew there. Troop ceiling reinforcing. A lot of damage they've done to VonIvan. And the only spoiler for one in this case being an anti-tank gun. I mean, that will help a bit here versus the EC8 if it's set up in the right place and certainly make use of its abilities. It could prove quite helpful there for him.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Healing reinforcement going on there. EC8, there we go, flanking the machine gun. Oh dear, he might lose it here. He's trying to play around there with the Dave, but it's not quite working out. There you go, hits retreat. Small chance for survival. Here we got push up, we got Raven holding up against the stormtroopers, the Grenadiers. And the second MD42, there's white for VonIvan. Bad news, just keep continuing here. From we got stormtroopers fighting here, mortar fire. And there you go, tactical advance. Distance forward is decent, but with the losses there, it's quickly becoming a bit more hazardous. Need to retreat, EC8 moving in. Veteran feeling the stormtroopers almost wiped out though. Anti-tank gun nearby. Grenadiers retreating. There's nothing to really screen the anti-tank gun against infantry. There's no machine guns. No infantry can actually do the trick. Here we got Grenadiers will try and flank behind. The anti-tank gun forced back. VonIvan in a very desperate and bad place. He's aiming for the Tiger Ace. I think he's going to try and rely on the Ace to basically turn the game around for him, and that way punch Dave's nose really hard. And there we go, the ace has been called in. Hauptmann Richter arrives to turn the tide for Germany. So there you go, setting up with it. Troops healing, reinforcing. I mean, he's clearly using it aggressively, which is definitely the way you're supposed to use a Tiger Race. I mean, in that regard, he's clearly got the basics right of it, compared to a lot of players who end up going for it and then using it like a lawn ornament. But there you go, landing several hits on the captain. Hauptmann Richter strikes like a lightning bolt. Rather than there, taking hits from the Tiger tank. Shot fired, missed. Got the EC8 engaging, shot bounce off the 100mm thick armor, shoots back, hits the EC8, there we go. Shot gets a hit on the aim before two infantry clear nearby to support the Tiger Race, there we go. EC8 penetrates this time around, rather than being pushed back here, can't withstand the might of the ace. Anti-tank shooting another penetrating hit from the EC8, Dave's sort of trying to set maximum range with the EC8 and quickly just sort of weave in and out.
Gun crew just got wiped out.
Tigers in this case fall back though. They're not going to try and attack head on. Good idea there. Mortar crew wipe. Oh, machine gun action. There we go. He gets it back. Smoke screen down as well here, I think. Oh, that is Dave. That is inadvertently allowing VonIvan to get the MG42 back. Classy Dave as always. Providing service with a smile to the Germans. God damn it, Dave. You're not supposed to be helping them. Anyways, Tiger Race moving ahead here, trying to get the anti-tank. There we go, we got two anti-tankers, which will be very well able to hold the Tiger Race there. And we see VonIvan is quick to fall back. There's some shots penetrate, others bounce off. Mortar crew there taking a bit of a hit. So now he's actually got two machine guns. I think he actually got the other one back as well. So now it's back to that. That's at least a small improvement there for VonIvan. He might lose his anti-tank gun though, if he's not careful with it. As we got a counter-attack going in from Dave, anti-tank gun rather than EC8 going straight for it. Ace is ready to cover, and there we go, direct hit on the EC8, anti-tank setting up. Mortar firing here, another hit that Dave could there will lose his EC8 here, that'll definitely be a quick bit of a loss for Dave. And there we go, out of control. 88 men with the shells tear it apart. Anti-tank crew got wiped. And in the south here, we got the MD40 about to get surprised with Lieutenant. Dave, by the way, I think has yet to still research grenades. Tiger's going to need some repairs, but still he's done some damage there to Dave. He's had an impact, but he's going to push ahead nonetheless. He might at this point, though, if he's really going to keep pushing it, try and consider flank, you know. Try and see if he can't figure out with mortars, then go straight for them from an angle they do not expect, wipe them, and this way, you know, just deal with the rest of Dave's forces, because if he can get rid of those two anti-tank guns, VonIvan is going to be really difficult to stop with his ace. But there you go, anti-tank guns, they're firing at him, getting a penetrating hit. And there you go again, making great use of take aim. Great use. In this case, using it to deny VonIvan his anti-tank gun he stole from Dave. Moving up the ambulance in a more aggressive position to launch reinforce and heal his anti-tank guns at the front line, then he doesn't have to pull all the way there. That's very good. A lot of players never consider that, but Dave is clearly on the ball here. In the south, Stormtroops going straight for the Lieutenant here. Tactical advantage in this case, didn't quite pull out that one. Oh, pull it off quite well. Might follow up with a grenade here. Granata. And they're going for joining in here. Grenades really needed here for the Stormtroopers and need to retreat. Up here in the center, going to find the Lieutenant. Need to retreat. Scheiße. Meanwhile, Ace being repaired. He's only got one Pioneer squad. So we're going to make it harder to repair it. And Lieutenant falls back in the face of Stormtroopers. Mortar crew there. Need to retreat. Still, VonIvan has been able to push back Dave here, though again, it's going to be much more difficult to maintain pushes because he's just getting so little manpower now. So replacements are going to be hard to come by, and for that matter, fresh Pioneers to help speed up the Tiger Race with repairs so he can quickly get back in the fight. Rather than under fire there.
German forces tracking on
Might want to evacuate the northern point, so that way, you know, just further apply pressure to Dave. We got the ace moving out, an awful repair, but clearly VonIvan here realises he can't afford to wait any longer. The Sugar Fire flying all over the place, and rifle grenade off here, landing a decent hit, ace setting out. Back here, reinforcement healing, Stormtroopers with 13 kills. So he's clearly setting up for some kind of move here, perhaps a flank, or perhaps he's just trying to use the Tiger Ace to sort of scout out, look for any targets he can deal with. isolate and then murder them. But Jackson turned to tank guns will definitely be a problem for the Ace, and this can sort of set up a very good engagement versus them. Got the tank destroyer rolling out of the M36 Jackson. MD42 pushed back on the south bit. Oh, Martin moves straight into the MD42 there and is quickly suppressed, taking minor losses in the process. Looks like here Dave's going to try and clear out the northern house here where the Tiger Ace resides, alongside the Pioneers there. Need to be careful there with the Ace though, need to be careful. Ooh, unit wiped, another reaction squad annihilated. They're going to take off, going to go against the Ace. Down to 3 men now. Jackson moves in. That's going to try and take a safe distance. Let's sort of stay at maximum range against the Ace. There we go. Lands a good hit versus it. Lands a good hit. Needs to get the Pioneers towards the Ace. Pull them back for VonIvan. You can't afford to lose the Pioneers at this point. I mean, if he loses those Pioneers, that would pretty much be GG for VonIvan, since then he has nothing to repair the Ace at any sort of decent time, and it's going to take him ages to get out some fresh ones. Meanwhile, David's going for a 50 caliber machine gun for a bit of extra firepower versus VonIvan. He helped keep his infantry in control. Not a bad idea, not a bad idea.
HMG squad ready for action.
Ooh, Lieutenant 8 using on me from the captain there to get close. We got tactical advance here. Need to focus on the Lieutenant. Bad rotating those stormtroopers can be critical. And there you go. Oh dear. They get away there. MD42 have to cover the centre here. Southfoot's going to need moving in. Tiger is being repaired.
A capture point is under attack.
Mortar firing. Going to be sneaking in. Ace still requiring a lot of fixing there for VonIvan. I mean, if you can get up more Pioneers, that would be absolutely wonderful there for VonIvan, because again, that means he can get that Ace faster back into action there, ensuring Dave can't get too much out there in the meanwhile. But still, VonIvan has pushed back. They're getting his forces out in a not too fully functional state there versus Dave, but still with the Ace there, he's actually able to keep things a bit more going. Careful those kind of assaults there for VonIvan. By any support, they are very risky. Very, very risky. In this case, they're going to take a lot of damage. And again, that's manpower can't easily afford at this point. And particularly not again if he wants more Pioneers for the Ace, which he rather should want. There you go. VonIvan doesn't let up. He tries to flank again. And again runs into a lot of nastiness there. And there, he might actually see a wipe. Yup, that's a huge loss for VonIvan. Massive, actually. Bigger than it normally would be, because again, he's just getting a fraction of the resources he normally would. That is very bad there for VonIvan, very bad. Right here though, using tactical advance at full range is generally not advisable. Again, you want to use it sort of short to mid range. At long range, it just doesn't help you much. Good hit there from the Ace though, 18 kills there against Dave and the first Armored. Another kill there from the Tiger Ace. Hartmann Richter delivers death to the armies. He's actually pushing Dave a bit more on the defensive with the Ace, which is certainly also helping VonIvan. It is in theory getting more options here. Again, he's getting the initiative, but again, the way he has to constantly repair the Ace, though, he's a bit limited there. But definitely go for another Pioneer squad before anything else, VonIvan. Pioneers. Oh, no, mind, he's reinforcing already. Rifleman under fire. There you go. Tiger Ace takes it from the Jackson. Rifle grenade goes off against the Rifleman. Ace just can't hit, and he really should be more careful about just relying on head-on assaults here. Concussive grenades to get a hit on the Rifleman, but getting spakes much exposed to the Jackson and the anti-tank guns. You should retreat the Grenadiers. At the same time, another easy hit arrives there for Dave and the first Armored, going straight there for the MD42. Very nice hit there, very nice hit. VonIvan not going for an additional Pioneer squad. Try and, you know, ease the repair issue for his Ace. MD42 being pushed back here by the EC8. 2 kills there for America, freedom and democracy. Stormtroopers coming in from the north.
We've dropped to 100 points.
Ace shoots. Anti-tank gun there slowly being murdered.
A capture point is under attack.
And there you go, quickly suppressed. Ace doing a bit of damage again, got the anti-tank guns, quickly firing down there. The Ace are taking down hard hook, gun Jackson moving in, then we got HVAP rounds. Dave is using HVAP rounds. And Dave is clearly leagues ahead of most other American players because he's using the bloody abilities available to him. Oh dear, Ace is going like they're going to go damaging the Jackson, still got two, we got, oh the Ace is down, the Ace is down. He's quickly replacing it with the Panther 4. That is pretty bad there for VonIvan, that is pretty bad. He's got a lot of the map now, but he's just lost his Ace and he's got a very small force then. Oh, nice work. He's laying down the smoke screen from the ECA to clear up the Jackson while it's being repaired there critically to just quickly get out of there. Very nice work there by Dave. Very nice work. Now VonIvan has got a lot of work ahead of him. A lot of work. Again, he's got a fraction of the force Dave has, a fraction of the resources. The only thing he's really got with is a lot of territory, so he can sort of use that to launch up some good assaults there. Sustain, he might have a chance. So far, he's just launching another head-on assault here, which is not working out frightfully well for him. There you go. Lost his remaining grenadiers, but only the Stormtroopers and infantry now. MB-42's doing what they can, but it's not going to be enough. EC8 clearing up, machine gun there, point blank. And there you go, wiping it. He's got Dave to 87, 86 victory points. He's still bleeding out there, so as opposed to a small chance. In fact, it's interesting if he maybe had grabbed that victory point, what he could have. He might actually been able to bleed out Dave further in. While we're EC8 there versus the Panther 4. Panther 4 getting a decent hit, but it's not really an equal engagement. The EC8 just has more health, armor, penetration, and accuracy than the Panther 4. Right here, Storms from the south fighting. They're just being overwhelmed. Too many Americans with too many guns. Also important to note, he's actually upgraded as a lieutenant with double BARs again. Thumbs up to Dave. Again, so many players neglect that one as well. I'm increasingly seeing more players go for it, so that's great, and Dave clearly is one of those chaps. So also, besides doing that, uses HVAP rounds, uses smoke, and for that matter, just uses his abilities, which is outstanding. So what will VonIvan do next? Dave's quickly gaining control of the victory points, turning that against VonIvan. He's got a large force, he's got most of the maps, he's got more armor, mortars, machine guns, anti-tank guns, veteran infantry, you name it. And obviously detected, spotted and dealt with as they tried to move forward the southern victory point. Dave is having none of that. Dave is having none of that. Got the Panther moving ahead. MB-42 dealing with the captain there. Jackson hanging back. You see it with 9 kills. Veterans who won. Panther 4 shoots. 6 penetration hit there from the EC. And there you go. Jackson moves in. And he even pops 8 vet rounds. Again, he's not doing it for the penetration in this case. He doesn't need it. But again, the damage bonus does mean, of course, it becomes a bit easier to deal with the Panther 4. VonIvan push back. Is VonIvan, I think, aiming for another Panther 4? He might actually be, though. Stu would certainly help him a bit more in these cases. There we go. He's going for the strongest shots. Good. Jackson falling back there. Veteran 2 up north. We got a bit of fighting around here. Storms doing when they can. Tactical advance again. It's not so good at using sort of used to clear out houses. You're better off using grenades. It's sort of better for sort of ambush, good flanks, and the likes. They catch your opponent from an unexpected direction. They do a lot of damage in sort of short burst. There you go. Stormtroopers there caught by the EC8. Looks like he might just avoid a wipe there. That would definitely be another staggering blow to VonIvan.
Send your orders.
All quiet here. And Lee's doing what they can with a light machine gun, but it's certainly got quite a task ahead of them. Rifle grenades off MB-42 so they have to support the grenadiers. Stuger aiming there for VonIvan. Could add a pin light machine gun there for a bit of added anti-infantry on it. That would certainly not, I think, hurt VonIvan. In fact, it might just benefit him a bit. Panzer IV almost good to go again. Got the Jackson setting out. Push again for the south here. Captain covering out.
Goose steppers down to 100
Let me see when they got a rough grenade off that gets a good hit, and the captain gets several of his men. There you go, captain pushed out. Grenade off as well, just in case.
Just released a major for action.
Panzer warm down support. There we go. We got the Jackson moving in. Grenadiers nearby. Stug, Panzer IV. D6 moving down. And there you go. Engages the Panzer IV. Stug counter support. We got the anti-tank joining as well against the Panzer IV. Already down to less than half health in a matter of moments. And there you go. Panzer IV almost knocked out here. Sliver of health left. Sliver of health. Stug turns about here. There you go. Gets a penetrating hit on the EC8, but the EC8 knocks out the Panzer IV, brewing it up. I mean, we've got a smoke screen down there to help deal with the Stug to prevent it from firing. There you go, Jackson flanks the Stug. Should probably pop X-Rat rounds here for increased damage, since the Stug does have a much higher rate of fire. And again, it looks like it won't be needed, since Veteran 2 does increase the rate of fire of Jackson. So, there you go, we got target weak, Potty pop smoke. Oh, caused a miss there. Sharp move there. Panzer fast off. Dave can't quite put out the Stug, but there you go, once it fires, he gets it. Some very sharp handling there with both players, but ultimately the odds are just against VonIvan. There was no real way he could win that one, I think. Close, but not quite. Now he's barely got anything left here. His forces are minuscule. We've got a smoke screen down the MD42 as the EC8 and the Jackson just bypass it. More grenadiers there for VonIvan. EC8, Veteran T2. And again, just quick repairs to the Jackson pulling before pulling away to a safe position. VonIvan could try for another Stug here. That's pretty much everything he can afford. And there you go, goes for it. Another Sturmgeschütz. Dave could easily afford more EC8s if he wanted to, more tanks. Some light harassment there for VonIvan, but he's just bleeding out here. Like a stuck pig. Air reconnaissance from Dave just to check out that VonIvan's got no more tricks up his sleeves, that he's just, you know, pretty much dead. Certainly, I think a wise decision there by Dave. You never know if you put him up, you're able to pull a surprise, and certain reconnaissance can help, you know, minimize the chance of surprises. That's actually a very nice work there by Dave. I mean, it won't have any effect now, obviously, but, you know, the theory behind it is actually functional. There you go, second Stug out for VonIvan. If only gone for some sooner, maybe, but then again, wouldn't have helped much versus initially all the anti-tank guns. That's where an Osprey that flanked the anti-tank guns would have been a lot more useful. Ospreys are surprisingly good at clearing out anti-tank guns. You can first flank them. And this will just stand still and you just get off a good series of shots that are close that can do a lot of damage. But there you go, like Grenadiers, any 14 unit 10 got these hit the quick map support. Stug moving down. Oh, it's moving eastwards with Storm support here and some Pioneers leading the way further on. We got another East hit moving up there though. Jackson made support. He's expecting the armor push to come for the southern victory point, but in reality the armor's coming for the north. And there you go, Pioneers running to east. He's got Storms rushing for the house. Stug moving in. 12 points left for VonIvan. 9 points left. Stug moving in. Shoots. Gets a penetrating in the EC8. 6 points left. 4 points left. Oh dear. Smoke screen down there against his Stug. He's trying to bend it. He's going to try and rush it. Good use of smoke there by Dave. And there you go, GG. Didn't matter much, but still, again, very nice use of smoke there. Dave, clearly, I think, one of the more skilled American players we've seen lately here. So, thumbs up to Dave and GG. Well played there. VonIvan starting up very aggressively. Highly risky. There's the Valmont, by the way. And certainly impressive that VonIvan, to an extent, was able to pull it off. The problem was, though, he struggled sort of using all of the armor effectively. That allowed Dave to sort of just knock it all out using some really good use of his anti-tanks, including take aim. Props there to Dave, quickly knocking out VonIvan, quickly pushing VonIvan into a bad situation. VonIvan never really was able to sort of really fully recover. The Tiger Ace gave him some breathing room, but even then he wasn't able to sort of fully capitalise into a good destruction move there against Dave. Of course, he never quite flanked, you know. I mean, initially there were some good flanks, but after that, they just flanks never really seemed to materialise. Factoring a lack of smoke, then when he actually did attack head on, and you know, Dave just sort of attacked, and he was able to, you know, outdo VonIvan in several cases. The Tiger Ace gave VonIvan a boost at pushing back Dave, but even that was temporary until Dave was able to build up the resources, hunt it down, and then sort of surely establish control of the game and then sort of just win it. So, I mean, really well played by Dave, well played by VonIvan, but clearly some room there for improvement. Clearly some room there for improvement. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. In particular, there's an American player. I do think Dave here has a lot of things worth noticing. Again, the way he used smoke. the way he just flanked, and all the other elements there. So again, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, and comment. This is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.